I'm gonna pull this over here a little bit, move that over, whoops. Reconnect for seconds.
Battles are won solely in the field. Battles are won within. Over enemies of fear. Enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept.
Okay.
In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise.
Okay, Joe. Okay. Oh, thirsty. I'll be starting here in a couple minutes. Okay, got that fixed. Now I can start. Some reason my camera was off. Seems like it's Monday again, but it has been a long week, and I kind of forgot what I was doing on this. That's right, I was messing around with these windows and not getting anywhere. So let's see if we can do this and make some progress. I know I'm gonna need this piece later, so I'm gonna move it to the layer underneath the one we're working on. And I want to drag these actually I want to maybe get rid of that. I thought I had cleaned most of this up already because I went ahead after last week and reduced the geometry along these edges, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to leave that, because I left one area unchanged, so the geometry looked like this. I mean, there's just too much there, and I reduced it by quite a bit. I'm going to actually unselect these edges here that I don't want to get rid of. I'm going to actually leave that alone because I can delete that later. And we'll see how this fares. So what I did is select all the ones that I want to reduce, and then I'm just going to check or deselect. It's not going to get those because there was a break in the line. So that one is good. Actually, I'm going to switch that out. I'm going to include this one. Let me just go back and reselect things here. Let's just go ahead and dissolve these out and see what the curve looks like. I'm going to get rid of this one too. I think that'll be fine since we have that frame going around. And then just select every other one there. So that's pretty much what I did all around with all of these curves. And now I want to see how these are going to extrude. If I just undo that, because I can bring them all in towards the center. Fix that up. I'm just going to select all of these now and extrude them all in so there's a little bit of a lip there. Switch that to the edge select. So I don't want to select any more than, oh, we got this split. So let's extrude this and scale it towards the center a little bit. Bring it in just don't know if I like the angle on that, but let's not do the angle, but bring it straight in. Let's just give it a little bit of depth there. I like it. Now I can take this, and I'm gonna cut away some of the stuff I don't need. Want to retain this and get rid of all of those vertices. I don't need any of this. Let's delete the faces. And I can get rid of this mirror modifier. Not necessary. I just moved that up to the layer where this is at. I'm going to actually match the outside of this shell here. Just a second. Oh, I just had an error message on the chat. Just seeing if I needed to reset anything. So well, to be honest, I don't need to go up that high. I can just want to match that angle so when we take it in, it's going to fit, kind of. Why every time? It never does what I want. And I'm going to have to do this so I can see what's going on across the whole thing. So that's the back. I just wanted to make sure we were, and now let's scale this down and see. Looks even good. I'm actually going to bring, actually I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to cut. I'll leave it alone for now and we'll cut it later. I really only need this front bit for those windows, but let's go ahead and scale. So I'm scaling, hope I'm scaling along the X and the Y. So we're just pulling it straight in there. Give me a decent angle to work with. So how deep are we? We got smooth that out and see what that looks like. Hell, I can even turn the resolution down on those. But for the time being, I'm going to leave it alone, and let's see, scale X and Y. I'm going to give it a little bit of some depth there. Luckily that's just one easy piece, and if I need to adjust it I can, but right now I think that looks pretty good. save that. And I noticed one thing last time, that I didn't bevel these edges, or this edge on the outside here. And I really don't like how I beveled this either. So let's try something. Hell, I didn't even bevel that. Huh. So I forgot one of the edges too. I'm gonna try giving this one more cut. And I'm gonna select each of these that I just made, and we'll worry about that other one in a minute. Oh, I didn't do that one either. Jeez. Oh, oi, 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 oi. So let's reselect these again, and then I'm gonna like the center point, but let's scale Z and Y. Nope. Might not even make a difference. That just isn't. There we go. That might not even. Make sure I don't have it's is that smoothed? No, it's not. Yeah, that's a little better. I gotta fix whoops. So I gotta do that one, and that's it. So let's see if I can match. Boop, close enough. And then I need to actually do this edge. See how clean that's gonna. So I could have done that along with the other ones initially. To do one more cut on there, I think. Because I really don't think that. Yeah, that's a little better. I want to see what it would have looked like if I would have done them all at once. If it would have been any cleaner. No, actually I like the way this turned out. Excuse me. Still pretty sharp though, but I gotta get another look at the images. Well, there's going to be a lot of paneling going around these, so there is that, and then we will need, I think I had, oops. So we'll need landing, or the entrance ramp somewhere. On the Falcon, I'll do the same thing. I'll just do it on this side. Yeah, that bottom's going to need a lot of work because we have landing gear and and then of course we have the gun turret. So the landing gear can't be any higher. Or the housing anyway can't be any higher than the edge of the ship bit there. Now let's do this ugly piece that I don't like. Now that's just kind of angled up and flat. And I think, I don't know if I still have my original piece. I do. I'm going to bring it because I just don't like the shape of that one bit. I'll do that first. I'm gonna I really didn't do anything to that other than bevel it, didn't I? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move this to out of the way spot and reshape this thing. 'Cause actually, I don't like even... So this is going to have to... Yeah, that's... a little better, but I don't know how this piece is supposed to even look. I can guess. Looks like it's all kind of one part of the... That's where my disconnect is, because... See how this is gonna look. So I'll just shape it off the bring it in off the housing there. I'm gonna duplicate this shape. I hope that was everything. Yeah, and then just go ahead and extrude this out. I'm just gonna see what happens when I scale that up like that, and then I'll have to drag this in. Let's just go ahead and drag this in and cooperate. And I don't want to delete this. I'm going to move it back to out of the way. Actually, let's take these points and I wonder gonna do that, and then so at least we have some I think that might need to come in a bit so I can get rid of this artifact here, but the problem is I didn't mirror this down, so that's got to go with it. It's just kind of... Whoops. That center needs to come up, though. Where is that? Or should we just make that? I'm going to try just this top. See if that's going to screw with the shape at all. Pain in the butt, pain in the butt. Oh, we should just keep it. Might cut a hole in here and have some pipes going in there. And this, I want to not do that. Let's shape this edge first. That I'm not going to worry about beveling. I think with this one I'm just going to do one. So let me set the smooth. See, with all the detailing, I think I can get away with. So if I move it up, let's pop it about right there, and yeah, I don't think that just kind of flattens those out. It's going to add a little bit more of a curve, but since those angles are pretty wide anyway, let's do that. It's a little more defined than it did. So I'm actually going to go ahead and apply this mirror so I can kind of guess at the engine compartment and bring that in. Like that, and how much depth to go? I want to give it some, yes. Can always move it later. And then we do want to I don't know if I'll bevel that inside edge or not, but because there's going to be detailing in here, so I don't know if I should even bother with these corners. See what it turns out to look like. I'm just going to do a quick bevel, and Oh, what's the difference? Well, if I put some detail in there, I won't need to do that. So I will just do this outside bit, and I will only do that. Once we get some nonsense detail in there, I can cover that up. And I'm going to delete this and see what happens. Just end up with this curve from that, which we can easily get rid of. I'm going to actually do two more. Because we don't even need... It's never too soon or late to do cleanup stuff. Actually, for the moment, I'm going to leave that alone. Maybe not. I'll get rid of those. Keep that little bit, and then we'll delete some more. And do the same thing with... Oops. Those. So now we got some extra stuff out of the way. And this, I think I really misjudged the... Don't care for that one bit. So we can... I'm going to get rid of the faces. I'm going to do it again. Should get rid of these too. I have no idea why that's not. Move some doubles and see. Oh, it's because I don't have any faces on there. So let's cover that in and make it a little bit thicker, but I'm going to bring that bottom part down. Some thickness. I'm going to take that. See if we can slide the edge down. A little bit. Which made it oblong. So you bring that in. It's a little bit better. I didn't like how thin that was. Nope, I don't need to bevel that. do these lines. Where's the... Oh, I can get rid of all that. So let's see what we get when we bevel this out. Smooth that up and get some... See, it looks okay. I just don't care for what happened down here. Let me actually go ahead and cut this. I'm just gonna cut it about right here. Whoops. Make sure I cut through. So let's make that straight. Let's cut through everything and get rid of this unnecessary geometry. Just want to make sure all that looks good. Except that crappy little spot right here. So I'm going to do some guesswork. Oop, 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 oop. Then I'm gonna... Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to do that around the center point. So flatten this out and see. I wonder if I can get away. I'm going to delete that and see. Let me just merge it. I'm going to have to bring this piece over to, whoops, no. Yeah, I'm getting the layers all confused now. Let's do some cleanup now before I get too far with it. And just merge these together. Alrighty. Let's move this back to our layer. So now I was gonna bevel this to match I don't need to bevel that one, but I want to get away without beveling this. I think I will. I'm just gonna kind of get my bearings with this one and there, that looks better. This I want, actually I want to make that a little bit and it matches the thing, but just a wee bit. And this is inside here, so I will just do a single bevel on it. Okay, what next? What next? I think I beveled those already. I don't know if I'm avoiding the detailing, but that's gonna be a whole... The paneling should be next. But first I might have to unwrap these larger pieces to get it out of the way. So I know there's going to be panels along here. Along this top, I don't think. Not so much. There's stuff, but there's no panels. This is going to be some wicked cutting and fitting these panels on here. Not to make it look too clunky. So I have that mirrored across all. Let's I'm gonna actually bevel all of these. That's not necessary. Just the more visible, do that just so the geometry doesn't... Actually, I don't think that would matter. Let's see. No, that's not hurting anything, so I'll just leave that alone. Alright, so let's see. You can't do too much with... I could make that look really round. I'm going to smooth this out. So I can do that much, or I don't know if you're ever going to be this close to the thing, but I'm going to try that and see. Oh, no, undo. Let's undo the bevel. I'm gonna actually, kind of pains me to do this, but let's see what the difference is. $78 or $109. See if that looks any better. That's almost harder to tell. So we'll go with the one. How much I want to do. Let me go up this way. So I'm just thinking I can put, yeah, that'll be good. I can put other detail. Other detail in it. Ooh, well that's ugly. What's happening there? Ah. Well, I don't want to go that far anyway. But let's see. Only likes one, huh? Okay. That gives it a little bit of a shine. And there's going to be a lot of panels around that. So I'll wait until we get to paneling things. I just want the larger detail taken care of. Okay, looks like we're all set with most of this. So how about I said I really don't like the shape of that. Oh, these are going to have to be a lot bigger. So I'm going to get rid of them. Get rid of the bulk. Actually, I'm going to bring this back a little bit. Oi, 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 oi. Hitting the wrong button, hitting the wrong button. And gonna match, trying to just match some angles here so it doesn't look so horrible. Oops. What is that? Well, whatever it was. I'll just bring it down. Boy, that looks bulky. Whoops, and I don't... to kind of bring that in a little bit, we'll see. I kind of like the shape of that. Don't... see if I just bring these. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, excuse me. A wee bit of an angle there. Oh. Huh. Just gonna try to pull out and see where it looks good, because that just looks too much for some reason. Get rid of those. Because we want it to make sense. But sometimes what makes sense doesn't look good. I think that's a little more acceptable. So oh, that's because of the angle of the, I was like, that's not even. Trying to maintain the angle. Probably actually bring it in a bit. Nope. See, now that one I can match. It doesn't look out of whack. I need to open this back up. I think that might do it for that front part. Got to get rid of those holes there. Now the back ones, I don't think they should look the same. Well, they could, but I was thinking a shape that came off of these. So let's do that. I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm going to apply the mirror. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. And then I'll put a mirror back on it. These I was thinking something. Oh. That would help. Something that comes off of there, but the thing is, I'm not an engineer or anything, but straighten all that up. Because I don't want it to look exactly like the front. I'm just playing around right at the moment here. This is more of a design issue than functional. Because I really don't know how that would work. You actually have two up front. Thing is, I want two in the back though, like double. Let's see. Oh, that's not gonna. Shouldn't they be straight, or they could be staggered like that? Why isn't somebody taking a picture of the bottom of this thing? Or is that just too much? But there is a fucking engine back there. There isn't much up front. Should have something coming off of that thing. Should have supports somewhere. But I don't like the idea of closing up this space. I could put maybe like what would look like a corridor coming over here, which would, to me, look a little more structurally sound. Nothing huge, just something that comes out about halfway. So for the time being, let's go ahead and figure out what to do. Getting there. But I wonder if there's a way. We'd have to bring it out. Somewhere like that. That looks too far. These I can even make a little bigger up front, but bring these in, bring them back. So I could have equal. I mean, this is going to be something that might have to be figured out later, but as it stands, it's starting to look a little goofy. Now, maybe I'll think about it. Almost seaworthy. Think we're very close to detailing this thing. I'm gonna shut that part off. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. And I'll think about those landing gear. I don't know what I want down there. But we do have to start thinking about all the panels. So I'll leave it here and be back next Monday at 7 o'clock Mountain. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks. Save it before I lose it.